Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Amelia Lee. We start this 11 o'clock hour with a continuation of our first alert weather day. I'll now hand it over to Drake Foley, who's got the latest. Drake, run us through what we can expect.
So yeah, coming up in the next couple hours, we're going to start to see that rain start to pick up a little bit more. It has calmed down from what it was earlier this afternoon. Temperatures today didn't even really get that high. We saw just a couple mid-80s. 87 in Pikeville was the highest, and that's because we had that rain pass through. And even current temperatures right now are pretty low. Now those aren't going to recover too much, only about 10 degrees or so by tomorrow, because we're going to keep this rain. And this is what pinpoint Doppler looks like right now. A few showers still sticking around, and as you can see, kind of moving through to the parts of the Big Sandy, moving out of the Kentucky River Valley. Now, as those keep passing through, we're going to have the reemergence of storms tomorrow, and we want you to download that WYMT First Alert Weather app. That QR code right there will give you the latest information that you need, such as timing when it's going to rain or even when there's lightning in your area. We are staying in a First Alert Weather Day from Monday, July 29th and Tuesday, July 30th. This is for excessive rain as well as some heavy winds. So this is what we're first alerting you for the next 24 hours. We have rain at the highest, and then storm chances with lightning and some wind are possible late Monday morning, late Monday evening into Tuesday morning, and heat and fog shouldn't be a problem. Amelia?
Thank you, Drake. There was flash flooding at Dollywood Sunday afternoon that also shut down a portion of Veterans Boulevard. The National Weather Service issued a flash flood warning for Sevier County at 5:39, with it set to expire at 10:45. If you take a look at your screen now, this is what Dollywood looked like just hours ago. A Dollywood spokesperson told our sister station, WVLT, that one minor injury has been reported, but they have been working to get guests to safety during the storm. Today is the 2-year anniversary of the July 2022 flood that devastated parts of eastern Kentucky, leaving damage that folks are still dealing with today. The flash flooding and river flooding claimed the lives of 45 people over a 5-day span. The National Weather Service in Jackson reported more than 10 inches of rain fell in some places in southern Knott County. Officials say 14 inches of rain fell from July 25th to July 29th. Today, the remembrance of lives lost during the flood continues. Last year, to commemorate the flood's first anniversary, the city of Hindman unveiled a monument outside of City Hall. It stands as a reminder of the flood and honors the 22 people who died in Knott County. Last night, 22 glasses with candles inside were placed in front of the memorial to again remember each person who died. The candles stayed lit overnight and even throughout the day. Each glass had one of the victims' names printed on it. The Hindman Volunteer Fire Department also saw damage from the flood. Overnight, about 3 feet of water filled the Firehouse. That's again in July 2022. The floor is completely lifted and they had to be replaced, the drywall and posts inside as well. Fire Chief Preston Hayes says despite the tragic effects, they kept a piece of the flood mark, which is displayed on the new posts.
We did keep it. We want to keep some of that there. That way it's a good reminder to people of where we've come from and where we're currently at today. But repairs do still continue. We've put a new roof on the station and there's just a lot more work left to do.
He says the flood brought everyone at the station closer together and they learned a lot on how to respond to future incidents. One flood survivor in Breathitt County is reflecting on her road to recovery. Thelma McIntosh lost everything. She spent several months with family members before being given a trailer. McIntosh broke her knee, saying she's been through a lot, and that knee break was in 2023. After being in her home for 11 months now, McIntosh says she's happy to have a new place to call home.
One thing, I just have to have a place to live for sure. And there's not many places to live. There's not. People just just now begin to get straightened out. And it's been 2 years. That's bad. That's bad. When they just ain't got homes to live in, and they have to go away from where they live to actually find a place to live.
McIntosh says she's looking forward to this next chapter of her life. In early August, she will celebrate 1 year in her new home. Members of one Knox County church spent their weekend working to give back to people in Letcher County. Along with giving away school supplies to kids in the county, members with First Baptist Church Artemis also worked to repair homes in the area, including one for a flood survivor. Pastor Ralph Halcomb says they have been coming to Letcher County for 5 years.
And we've just chosen a week out of a year, a weekend out of a year to come and do that in Letcher County. And we're pleased to job ideas and things of people that are in need. So we're tickled to death to come and get to help them and just spread the love, man.
Halcomb says helping people is all a part of their mission as a church to help those in need. Hindman Elementary School saw a lot of damage from the flood in 2022. Today, the school's principal and a couple of students reflected on what they were feeling that day and how far they've come since. When Principal Brandy Sims heard about the destruction, she and her daughter immediately went to the school. Windows were busted in, doors were broken, and they did not think it would be possible for them to start school in a month. With the help of the community, Hindman opened their doors for students on September 19th. They had no floors and used donated furniture. Sims says it's hard to believe the long-term effects the flood has had on the community.
Physically, of course, you can see the building has been painted and everything has been done to rebuild us, but so much has been done to rebuild us as people also. Just staying together, the emotional impact on the staff, on the students, on the community as a whole. It's in days like today on the anniversary of the flood, whenever you take a minute and reflect and really think about what we've endured and what we've been through. It's a testament to so many people.
Sims says while rebuilding has felt slow and frustrating at times, looking back, the progress they made was impressive. Now the school is almost fully restored and they are eager for normalcy this school year. On Saturday, officials with the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team rescued an injured hiker in Menifee County. The hiker reportedly fell down a 100-foot embankment near Jump Rock. Officials with Menifee Emergency Medical Services stabilized the hiker's ankle before the rescue team rigged a rope. Rescue then carried the hiker in a basket up the hill. Coming up at 11, a woman tells her story after being impacted at the airport during the global Microsoft outage.
And I'll have more on our First Alert Weather Day as it continues in tomorrow. The details on that forecast in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
Wandering